If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Rock Your Soul podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Eaton, author of the book Rock Your Soul, The Down-to-Earth Guide to Mastering Your Mind, available on Amazon and Intuitive Therapist. And it's March. It's officially a brand new month. I love a fresh energy, a fresh new month. So I hope you're stepping into today or whenever you're hearing this as you get all the possibility. That's like the promise of a new month, right? And even the promise of a new year or a new week or even a new day is that you get all the possibility at your fingertips to have and create whatever it is you truly, deeply desire. So a lot of times people will dive right into the year, the month with their resolutions and all of this stuff. But I actually really like to take a couple days and just reflect of like what went really well last month? Like what little successes did I have? What things can I congratulate myself on? So I would encourage you to do that of what things went well? What did you stick to? What did you do more of that felt really good? And so I want you to think back on February or on whatever the last month that you're listening to this in. And I want you to ask yourself, like, what went well? What can I be just a little more grateful? Maybe you worked out more often than you didn't. Maybe you cooked from home instead of eating dinner at a restaurant. Maybe you made more time for your kids to be present or with your friendships. Whatever that is for you, I want you to just make a mental note, reflect on what you did well. We don't do enough of that. We really look at a lot of times, and even that is an error when we're doing work, personal growth. We look at like what's wrong, what needs to be fixed. The thing is like we can look at what you do well as often and as frequently and cheer that on and be your own hype person as much as we are aware of some things that need improvement. And that's the thing too, is I'd love for you all to frame the things that you're trying to improve in your life as that. Things that need a little improvement, and that's okay. When we start to identify as something that needs to be fixed or broken, or we spend a lot of time looking at what we're not doing well and what we're not doing, we put a lot, like our focus is our superpower. Our focus is our energy. So even when we're changing our life, we can get really caught up in the error of focusing on what's not working and what's not going well. So our power is in shifting around our focus to not only what can I improve, but what did I nail last month? What things do I feel good about? Man, I do notice I had a little more energy. I took my vitamins every single day, or I was drinking this like hot honey lemon water that felt really good. Whatever that is for you, I want you to congratulate yourself. I want you to find a little moment of reward for yourself, because what we focus on grows. And when we focus on the good stuff about us, when we focus on the things we love about ourselves, the things that we're proud of, the things that we committed to, we start to see more of it. And there is nothing more magnetic to the universe than you being your badass, authentic self. Literally nothing. You standing in your power, you accepting yourself, you believing in yourself, you loving the shit out of yourself makes you a magnet for incredible things to happen to you. A lot of people think that manifestation is hard work, but it's really just a combination of a state of thinking and a state of being. You can do all the practices if it helps you believe. You can do all the vision boards if it helps you strengthen that belief. You can envision, you can meditate, you can do all the things. But at the end of the day, if you can just come back to what am I focusing on? What would I prefer to happen here? And what kind of mood am I in? Because a mood will tell you a lot. A mood will tell you if you're in a high vibration or a low vibration. If we're in a high vibration, we're at the penthouse where all the good stuff happens. If we're in a low vibration, it's not that we always have to encounter the garbage, but we might. We're more likely to. And the good news about a low vibration is there's an elevator every day of the fucking week ready to take you to a new level, ready to take you to a new floor. And your job is just to recognize that, I feel like I could feel better right now. Maybe I'm, PMSing and just needing to shift up and out of this like low vibration mood. And that may look like starting over the next day. Today might be a challenging day, and you might say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to set myself up for a great day. How am I going to do that? What am I going to do for myself? Or tonight I'm going to take it really easy on myself. Compassion is a level of self-care, and it's a level of raising your vibration. So if you're having a bad day, hand over your heart. It's cool. We still love you. You're still valuable and worthy even in your bad day. And just that acceptance right there neutralizes. And when we neutralize bad energy, we're shifting up and out. What we're doing when we're shifting up and out of a bad mood. So, exercise, movement, finding little things that bring you joy, we're raising our vibration and we're putting ourselves in an ultimate space for manifestation. One of my favorite new prayers is God, help me believe in myself. Help me believe in myself. And the stuff that has happened the like last few days since I've been using that is just like, oh, thank you. Like, wow, that really helped. I feel much better in certain areas. So we can invite the universe in to support us. We can invite the universe in to help us shift out of crappy moods. Show me something to be excited about today. Show me my purpose. Help me feel purposeful today. We can invite the universe in to help us shift out of these harsh moods or bad moods to get us into a place where we're taking control of our life and our month and our day. And that's a really exciting thing to know that we have that tool at all times. I also really love the affirmation this month of I'm on my highest timeline in my deepest desires and my ultimate fulfillment. That feels so good to say. And I just like to believe that when we set these intentions and we start to shift out of our mood, that we really create this ultimate vortex. Like when we think about vortex, and I know Abraham Hicks talks about vortex a lot, but just to break it down, like what is a vortex? Like what does that even mean? And what it really is when we start to take the power of our mind and we start to shift our identities and we start to open up to the magic in our life and we start to recognize that our mood has a role, and our mood means that if we start to, have a bad morning, like on the way to school, my daughter, she's 13, we had a rough morning, okay? And I've said this before. I probably said it in the last podcast because she's 13 and we're having a time. And she was just like, I was like, what's going on today? And she's like, meh. She's like, it's just Monday or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, like, how are you going to change that around? Like, how would you prefer today to go? And really all our ability is to start to ask ourselves, okay, what do we really want? Not just what are we willing to accept? How did the morning go? Fuck that. Like, what do we want? What do you want? I feel like Ryan Gosling in The Notebook right now, but what do you want? What do you want things to look like? How do you want to romanticize your life? How are you going to make today special? How are you going to make your life special? And when we start to make shifts and we start to notice the small things and we start to buy the little bit more expensive coffee because it just tastes a little better and it makes you smile when you drink it, or we make a yogurt parfait, but we make it in that pretty clear glass that just you can see it and it looks like it was at a restaurant. When you start to do things that are intentionally feel good, that is the vortex. The match between starting to decide for yourself what you desire, inviting the universe in, God, show me how to believe in myself, and then finding a little bit better mood. That is the magic combo for manifestation. What do you want? How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel more confident? I'm a little more confident every day. We're going to make that suggestion to your brain. I'm a little more confident every day. Every day I grow a little bit more confidence. God, show me how to be confident in myself. And then we find a little bit better mood. Man, I'm looking out. We had the best sunrise this morning here in Lake Wylie, South Carolina. The best sunrise I've seen in a while. And I was like, wow, it's just so pretty. I love a good sunrise and a sunset because it's just like, it's just one of those moments where it's like God has to exist. How else? There's just no other way that the day should start like this unless God, I don't know. It's just one of those moments for me. So how are you going to create your own good energy today? What are you going to look for? How are you going to make your life feel super good? Because we know that feeling good, we know that finding a little bit better of an emotion, setting yourself up for a positive day, making things special. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was an older woman, and she was saying, I'm nearing my end of life, and today I'm going to have dessert first. And I'm going to have dessert first, and I'm going to wear that dress that's been in the back of my closet that I was saving for a special occasion, and the shoes I spent too much money on. And I'm going to use the china that my son bought me for Christmas. He bought me a place setting every year. And I just thought, why are we not doing that more? Why are we not creating special moments in our life and feeling special and looking special and giving ourselves those moments that we crave other people or other things to give us? What happens if you create your own special? I mean, think about the magnetism there. Think about the positive vibration there. Think about how good that will feel to give yourself everything you're needing, wanting, and desiring from someone else. And having the courage to ask for the things you need and desire and want from other people. I think that's been an area of growth for me over the past few weeks, is to find the courage to ask for the things I desire in bigger ways than I'm used to. So, part of this process of up-leveling your life and being in a high vibration for manifestation, which is really ultimately where life gets easy, in my opinion. When you're in a good mood, life just feels easy. Have you ever noticed that? It just feels like everything falls into place. And so when we start to try to control the how it has to work out, and I made this post on Instagram earlier based on current events in my world, but you know, just because it isn't working out how you thought it was doesn't mean it's not working out. The universe might have a better plan than you have. The universe might know more than you do. So when we get caught stressing over the freaking details and stressing over the thing that's not working and looking so scarcely and narrowly at the things we really desire, thinking they're not coming, that we drop our energy level, we drop our vibration, become a mismatch for what we desire. When we step into that fear of, oh my God, how is it going to happen? I thought it was going to happen this way, but this way is no longer an option. You still get to have the things you want, but there might be a better plan in place, and your job is to trust that you still get to have that. Trust that still manifest that, and then find a really good emotion. Find the fun in your life and just see what shows up. Follow those intuitive nudges. Follow the action steps that the universe is internally guiding you to. And that's the magic of manifestation. And I think this is like Manifestation March, where we talk about all things manifesting this month. Let me know what you guys think about that. But I just feel like March is going to be one hell of a month for everybody. I feel like there's a lot of positivity and possibility coming through, and I feel excited for it. I feel excited for it. I think there's opportunity and possibility and all the good things moving in your direction. So find that next good thought, find that next good feeling. Trust that the universe knows, and think about, okay, am I being in my best light, and how do I get there if I'm not? Look for the good. It's always there. And finding gratitude in the process. Even just some little simple practices. Like I had a conversation with a client, and he was like, I would hate doing what you're doing because I can't imagine sitting and listening to people's emotions all day. And I absolutely love what I do, first of all. And second of all, I was like, I couldn't do what you do. That he does manual labor for a living. And I'm like, I'm so grateful there's people out there who have different interests and specialties and skills than I do to build the roads in the houses and know how to put in electricity and all the things that I would not be capable of doing. So much respect and so much gratitude for those little things. And so even just the crossing guards in the morning, I'm so grateful somebody is willing to create space for the traffic to flow through really easily in the morning. Find the things that you're grateful for throughout your day. That is like the fastest way to get in a good vibration. And when you're in a good vibration, it's easier. It's easier. So your goal for March is to level up, get your vibration higher, release the how, and allow the universe to support you, and focus on your good. You're good. You're good. The things that you're doing are good, and they're making a difference. They're impacting. And you just have to let the universe show you the timing of when all of this can click into place for you, because it will. So I'm setting the intention that you have the most fabulous March of your entire life, the most fabulous week of your entire life, the most fabulous day of your entire life, and that everything falls into place. You're in your highest timeline, in your deepest desires and ultimate fulfillment, and that God is helping you believe in yourself more every single day. You're becoming more of who you always wanted to be every single day. If you'd like to work with me, you can connect with me on NicoleEaton.com. Rock Your Soul is available on Amazon. And I would love to work with you and help you and support you. Make sure to follow me, NicoleEaton.xo on Instagram, and share this podcast with anybody who you feel like needs it. That is such a great help. It's also a fantastic help for you to leave me a review. So I always appreciate that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.